when you do a Super Bowl ad, you'll potentially feel something in the short term, but it amortizes over time. Branding, marketing, for sure, you can't fully measure it, especially if it's how you feel versus how you transact in the short term. But look, I think that influencers, they are really bad at platform distribution. They blow up on Instagram and they just want to stay there. 4 years ago, I know both of you know this, 5 years ago, I'm screaming through my content, TikTok. And the number one reason that people that were winning on Instagram didn't go was insecurity or laziness.
Because they were afraid to rebuild on TikTok.
They didn't want to start at zero.
Yeah.
My brother, I love how you quickly, I feel like you really went there with me. They did not want to deploy the humility needed to start over.
Right.
They couldn't deal with like being at 40,000 followers when they had 800,000.
And, it's worth noting that that's not just a problem with people building social followings. That's literally everybody in any kind of business or any kind of career. You have success in one area, and as the market, as the ground underneath you starts to shift.
You want to take it a higher level up?
Yeah.
There are people literally right now who are deeply unhappy in their relationship and are not willing to get divorced because they feel that will be viewed as a failure.
Yeah.
They're willing to live the rest of their lives unhappy because of the ideology of what it would look like to take a step backwards.
You're right.
Which is less noble than doing it because you want the kids to have stuff. Like I don't know. Like it's the human journey of like lack of humility. Anyway, I believe that the reason I've done well with day trading attention for my entire career is I'm not scared of restarting. I'm not scared of being wrong. I'm not scared of changing my mind. I'm not scared is really the theme. And then
can I imagine a critic of what you just said so that you can answer?
Yes.
You're also not afraid because anywhere you go, you can draw attention. If you start on Mastodon tomorrow, you're probably already on Mastodon. If you were to start tomorrow, you could get people to pay attention to you. That's harder for a lot of other people.
27 people watching me in my office on Twitch live streaming. 27. Because I'm mute. I'm not doing anything compelling. Like, I don't have attention there. I haven't pushed the hardest yet because I also know that I'm not able to have compelling content there, but a couple things on that. Number one, that goes back to my Instagram, TikTok thing. All those Instagram models, comedians, thought leaders, they too could have sent over their following there. Number two, following to next platform is earned. I can because I earned it by bringing value to my audience. However, it wasn't always like that for me. Right?
That's
so
true.
I think that...
The reason I brought that up is just to...
No, I love
just
that.
to be thinking about the person who is starting from zero right now.
And also they're scared to do dances. Back then it was only like shaking your ass.
But it wasn't. Like I was on Musical.ly and it wasn't. But to your point and to your credit, 60% was. If you were a practitioner and you looked at it every day and you could see other things were emerging. And then back to the point of like skills, like you have to be good at it and you have to provide value. But, I think, look, the concept of attention is the most fascinating thing to me because I don't think you can get elected for office. I don't think that every November, it's going to happen again this November. Forget about the presidential election. Every November, there's an upset out of Ohio. There's a shock in New Mexico. And like I sit around with like my inner circle, I'm like, no, it's not. That person made 8,000 times more social content than the incumbent who ran all their money on television. And they're like, oh, but Gary, young people don't vote. Young people aren't the only ones consuming content on social networks. Your grandma's going